everybody, and welcome to your maths lesson today. What we're going to be learning about this week are prepositions. Okay, now prepositions sounds like a very tricky word, doesn't it? Prepositions are words that tell us where something is. Okay, and these are words like in, on, under, on the left, on the right, before, after, between, under. All of these words are prepositions, and we're going to learn some more of those today with Mr. Owl. Mr. Owl looks like the owl from the Gruffalo, do you think? No, he's not wearing a purple shirt, is he? Okay, this is Mr. Owl, and Mr. Owl is going to show us, okay, what these words mean, okay? And to help him, we have a magic hat and Mr. Rabbit that might come out very soon, okay? I'm going to put Mr. Rabbit away for a second, okay? So Mr. Rabbit's safe in there. Okay, so we just have Mr. Hat first, and we've got Mr. Owl. Okay, so yesterday we were learning about left and right, okay? So if we remember, Mr. Owl is here. He is on the left of Mr. Hat. If I move Mr. Owl over here, he's on the right of Mr. Hat, okay? And we can also say next to, okay? Next to, next to. Just like Teacher Sammy is next to Mr. Owl. Hello. Or Teacher Sammy is next to Mr. Hat. Hello. So we've got on the left and on the right, or next to. We can use next to. The next one I want to do is in. Okay. If I turn my hat over here and place Mr. Owl over here, now Mr. Owl is in the hat. You see, he's in the hat. But I don't think the hat could go in Mr. Owl. So now Mr. Owl is in the hat. He's inside the hat. Okay? If I turn Mr. Hat over like this, and I put Mr. Owl here, now Mr. Owl is on the hat. Okay? Sitting on the hat. Does that hurt, Mr. Hat? Okay? Sitting on the hat. Okay? So just go back again. We've got left, right, or next to. Okay, we've got in, we've got on. Okay, another one we have is under. Okay, if we have it here, you see Mr. Owl is not in the hat, okay, but he's under the hat, okay, he's under the hat, like Mr. Hat is his umbrella, okay, he's under the hat, okay, under the hat, or we could say over, okay, we could say over, alright, to say over, so we've got under, and we've got over, okay, but not on, okay, on would have to be on the top here. Okay, and then the next one, we need Mr. Rabbit for this too. Ha! Okay, we got Mr. Rabbit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to put Mr. Hat in the middle, and Mr. Owl here with me, and I've got Mr. Rabbit. Now Mr. Hat is between. Okay, so we use between when we have two things on either side. So we have one here and one here, okay? And this is between. The hat is between Mr. Rabbit and Mr. Owl, okay? If I do a swap over, who is between now, okay? Mr. Rabbit is between Mr. Hat and Mr. Owl, okay? So let's just do a recap. Okay, and then I'll do two more. So So, get Mr. Hat again. We've got on the left. Got the right. Or we could say next to. Okay? We've got in. We have on. We have under. And we also have over. Okay? Now, what we also have is between. Okay? For between, we need to have three things. Okay? We'll take Mr. Rabbit out again. Now we have the hat, Mr. Rabbit, Mr. Owl. The hat, Mr. Hat is between Mr. Rabbit, Mr. Owl. Okay? The last two we're going to do is in front and behind. Now you know these two because every day when you line up to go and someone's asking to be the leader, you always say, don't push in front, go behind. Okay, so just going to teach you about in front and behind. So if you are in front of something, it should look like this. So Mr. Owl is in front of Mr. Hat. Okay, if I switch it around here, Mr. Hat is in front of Mr. Owl. Hey! Okay? Yeah, just change that again. Now Mr. Owl is in front. Now Mr. Hat is in front. Okay? The next one is behind. Okay? Behind. You see here that Mr. Owl is behind Mr. Hat. He's behind. Okay? If I move Mr. Owl in front, now Mr. Hat is behind. Okay? You could also do it with a different one. Mr. Rabbit. If Mr. Rabbit moves in front of Mr. Owl, okay, this is called in front. Okay? Mr. Rabbit moves behind. Now Mr. Owl is in front. Okay? So that's in front and behind. Okay? So those are your prepositions for this week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more test to see if you can tell me what preposition it is. Okay? So this time I'm not going to speak, okay? And see if you can tell me what prepositions they are. Okay? Are you ready? Alright. So we'll start with this one. Okay, you ready? Okay, so I hope you were able to guess those correctly. If you didn't, just try to watch the video again to understand the words. And if you're really not sure, you can just send me a message, a voice message, and Teacher Sammy will be here to help. Okay? Now what you can do is to complete the activity on the webpage. Okay? And then complete it in your books. Okay, well done guys. Bye-bye.